Hi, I just wanted to share something with you because it's not something I normally would have done, but I've decided to share it with you and maybe make it into a YouTube so it can be seen for others and the struggle that I'm going through at the moment. I've written some things down because I do find it quite difficult to express myself, and I was told if I wrote it down, maybe it would be a lot easier to explain it all. I have 5 emotions that I'm going through at the moment. Change, rejection, scared and broken I've put together, loneliness and struggle. On September the 6th, 2013, a huge change happened to my life. I saw 30 years of my life slowly and painfully slipping away, and I had no control of stopping it. I wanted to save these 30 years I cherished, and I tried hard, but the rejection became unbearable, and December the 13th, 2013, I decided to end it all. During this dark period, I felt scared and broken. I had tried to suppress my emotions and feelings for a long time. Situations would arise in my life, and these feelings and emotions of change and rejection would slip back into my thoughts. Loneliness, the only way I can describe it is being in a room full of people but still feeling alone. The nights are the worst. I've tried to embrace this change. I moved home, new job, completely out of my comfort zone, this new job. However, the people I've come to know and work with have been supporting than previous company. And I've come to realise that it's people that make a company, not a company that makes people. Everything appears a struggle and uncopable at the moment. We all have different ways of dealing with these emotions, and I just struggle daily with low esteem, appearance, motivation, and just really getting dressed. April the 18th, 2016, which was on a Monday, I woke up to go to work, a journey that should have taken 34 minutes as I was going on a training course. Took me 2.5 hours. I became depressed, disorientated and anxious. I pulled over at a car showroom and cried. It wasn't the fact that I was lost and couldn't find this place I needed to get to. It was the fact that I felt I'd lost my purpose, my way in life. I texted a work colleague and said I was lost. I was upset and couldn't carry on my journey. She rang me back straight away, spoke to me for a while. I felt a bit calmer and reassured. I drove home and went to see if I could go to the doctor for help. I got an appointment for 2:50 that day. I sat in the car park for about 50 minutes waiting for my appointment. Then I went into my appointment at 3:15. I saw the doctor. I went in and I just burst into tears. I said I needed help as I just felt so depressed. Said I didn't want any antidepressants as I felt that they suppressed my feelings, and I've been on them before. I wanted to get to the bottom of why I felt this way. I wanted to get to know myself and why the 3 years of ups and downs was taking its toll on me. She asked if I'd heard of an organisation called Mind. I said I had seen posters somewhere. She explained what they were all about and said if I went home and Googled it and found their details, they would help me. I was in no fit state to challenge any further, so I left after my appointment of speaking to the doctor. I needed help, so I sat in my car and took her advice. I Googled it and I saw a contact number and I called it. The number was unattainable. I looked further and saw another number. I called it, spoke to someone who said he can post or email me the forms. I got his address, so I went and picked up the forms instead. I came home feeling even more depressed and thinking how hard it was to seek help. When you're quite a proud person and you realise you need help and you go and ask for it and you get given the runaround, it does sometimes make you wonder why there are so many suicidal situations that have taken place. I remember looking on Facebook that day and seeing a man had jumped off a bridge on the police site and seeing all the positive and negative comments. My first thoughts was, did he ask for help? Was he given any help, or was he just let down by the system? Did he have the will to live outweigh his feelings of living or dying? I went home and I just shut myself away from everything. Later that evening, one of my sons called me from work. I got upset and I told him the sequence of my day. He calmly says, "That's not right, Mum. We'll get another appointment with the doctor in the morning." We did, and we saw another doctor. I explained again. This time a different approach was taken. She gave me some pills to help me sleep and promised to refer me for counselling. She said it would take a couple of weeks. My reason for writing this and going public on this is I'm not mentally disturbed. I am not at risk to society. I am just depressed and I suffer from an invisible illness. I am sad that my living is consumed by my daily state of mind. I want to live. I just need help in coping to stay alive and enjoy living again. I am doing this with hope that my private thoughts made public to others will help to realise just how difficult it is to get help. Fortunately for me, I have a family and I have friends that can help me and have been very supportive to me. Please do not judge me on this because it's very difficult as it is. Since then, I have had an appointment and now I'm waiting with the hope that I can see a counsellor. But all this took place on April the 28th, and since then, today being the 7th of May, and it still feels such a long time for someone that hasn't got any help or hasn't got support for them to get this help. I do hope this video does come of help to others and there is some form of meaningness to my life in giving this video to anyone that's willing to look at it. And again, please do not judge me. Thank you.